Hi, nice to see you again. Now I'm going to talk about story reading. My name is Pepe Tujanmoko from Sanata Dharma University, Yogyakarta. What is story reading? We can say that story reading is an activity in which the reader or presenter presents a series of events in its emotional setting. So if the story is a sad story, then the emotional setting should be sad or it must be like gloomy. If the story is a happy story, then the emotional setting is happy setting. If the story is humorous, then probably the tone will show that it's humorous. So that's a story reading. And then the second thing, in a story reading, the presenter brings the audience on the story setting so that they feel as if they themselves, the audience, witness the event. So it must bring the audience to the story, to the setting, so that they feel as if they are there with the other characters, witness the events. Then they may share the feelings of the characters or characters to whom they identify themselves. So the audience may be able to identify themselves with a character who always wins, or they may be able to identify with a character who suffers a lot because of another character, a wicked character. So it's good if the presenter, the story reader, can bring the audience and to the setting, and they can identify with the character or characters in the setting. Now, these are the characteristics of a story reading. The first, it is lively. It is lively that it brings the story into life. The characters are presented to the audience and the audience are involved in the setting. The second is that it may involve characters with different voices. So in a story, there may be a man and woman. It's good if the presenter can speak like a man or speak like a woman. So it's like in a real situation in which man and woman have different voices. The third is that it reflects the character's talk. So if we talk naturally, then we do not always say words with the same voice, with the same strength, but we say loudly for certain words, we say softly with the different words. So the talk of the characters or the narrator should have good intonation and good word stress. That's why the topic story reading is a good topic for teaching pronunciation in the suprasegmental levels, in which it's not just the consonant and vowel and diphthongs, but stress and intonation and other pitch and like that. Now, what is a word stress? What words receive a stress in a sentence? Generally, only number one, noun receive a stress like class, school, English, history. So these are nouns and they usually stress in a sentence. And then you have a verb like as, visit, heard, and like. They also receive a stress in a sentence generally. And then you have adjective like old, beautiful, happy, and stupid. They also receive stress because they describe people and show the emotion on the condition of something. And then adverb, this shows the manner of a character speak, the manner of a character move, and the whole adverbs usually also receive a stress, happy, carefully, gladly. The question is, do all content words receive a stress? The answer is no. Why? Well, we come to the here reasons for not assigning stress. The first is the word is not important in a clause or sentence, so we only give or put stress on a word which is important in a sentence. For example, we have this sentence: "It's about 700 years old," Dave, the teacher answered. So here only 700 years, and the Dave is the person the teacher talked to, which are stress or which receive stress? 700 years. So this is an answer to a question. The person who asked is Dave. So here 700 years and old, and Dave receives stress. Whereas the teacher here, because you have talked about the teacher in the previous sentence, and the teacher it's teaching. So the teacher answered it's not important, and therefore the teacher answered does not receive a stress. The second reason for not stressing a word is that the word is close to a word which is important in a group. Here, 700 years is important, and all is not important because this sentence is a question of how old is. So the word all has appeared in the previous sentence, so all is not important. And here also it's close to years, which is already received stress. And here the assigning of stress is also important because of rhythm. Here we have 7. The stress, the and 100 years old. So this one is like a iambic pattern of rhythm. Stress, unstress, stress, unstress, stress, unstress. So this is beautiful because of the rhythm. And therefore, all here is not stress, because if it is stress years old, then the rhythm changes. Here we have three words in a row which have strong stress, unstress, stress, unstress, and stress. Here stress, unstress, and it's a iambic rhythm. And do all content function words never receive stress? To all non-content function words, we have two kinds of words: content words and non-content words, or function words. Function words are like preposition, the article, a conjunction. They do not receive a stress. But do all non-content function words, non-content or function words never receive stress? The answer is no. We have, what's the name of the castle, sir? Another boy asked. Another boy asked. Here, another is considered as a determiner, and therefore this usually no stress, because it's not a noun, it's not a noun or adjective or a verb. It's just a determiner like or the. But here another, this one is stress because a different boy asked. So this one is received stress because of for the contrast with the previous talk. Now let's see, for a practice, I will read the Conway Castle. This is from Ella Hill, Elementary Stories for Reproduction. We have Dave's class at school was studying English history. So the bullet and the bull syllables receive stress. I give a sign stress on the bull syllables over here. Dave's class at school was studying English history. And then here, Dave class at school. If you see, and this is also beautiful because of the iambic rhythm, studying, stress, unstress, stress, unstress, and stress, unstress. So, and these are all nouns. And then, and one day, this is one is not usually stress, but here, in a series of day and one day, their teacher said to them, well, boys, well, this is a comment toward a start of talk. Well, boys is the audience, the students over here. So it also receives stress. On Friday, we all going here is a verb. We are all here. It's not stress. So on Friday, we are all going to get on a bus. So bus here, so stress is, this is a noun, and go, and it's not stress, go to Conway. There is a beautiful castle there. Beautiful castle there. Adjective, noun, and the an adverb of place over here. It's not stress, and we are going to visit it. Going to visit it. Going, and this is a noun, and this is this is a verb, and this is also a verb. And you have the boys were very happy when they heard this. The boys were very happy. The boys were very happy when they heard this. So boys is noun, very, this one is stress, although this one is not, this is an adverb, very happy. But for the sake of rhythm, I think it's good. Yeah, very, stress, unstressed, happy when they heard this. And now, Has anybody not stressed here? Because the most important is got any questions? Has anybody got any questions? The teacher asks. The teacher asks here is not stressed because this one is we have the teacher before over here, the teacher and the teacher. And how old is the castle, sir? Dave asks. How old is the castle, sir? So old is stress. Old castle, sir is the addressee, so this is stress. And then it's about 700 years old, Dave, the teacher answered. Here, once again, this is 7 is stress here because it's the answer to the question how old. It's 700 years. And all here is not stress because this is already a repetition of this. Dave is the addressee, the person the teacher talks, so probably this one also receives a stress. The teacher answered. The teacher answered is not stress. So we'll say it's about 700 years old. Sorry, it's about 700 years old, Dave, the teacher answered. The teacher answered. And then we have the next page. What's the name of the castle, sir? Another boy asked. What's the name of the castle, sir? Name, castle, sir. Another boy asked. So these are the stress, noun, addressee, and this is in contrast to another boy before. So another is stress. And then you have Conway Castle, the teacher said. Conway Castle, the teacher said. So the teacher said it's not stress because that's not important. Conway Castle, the teacher said. And you have on Friday, the boys came to school at 9 and got into the bus. On Friday, noun, boys noun, came a verb, school is a noun, clock is a number here, it's important for time, got in the bus. Into the bus is not, into the is not stress. These are preposition and you have article. They visited Conway Castle. Conway here, visit is a verb. There is not stress here, so it's rather low in the pronunciation. They visited Conway Castle, and then they came back and went home. So came back is a verb here. This is a adverb. A preposition came back, verb particle, and went home. Home is not stress, I think, because they just go back, and home can be assumed to be known from going back. Well, Tip's mother said too. Tip's mother said. So well is stress. This is like a beginning of an interaction. Well, this is a kind of greeting. Well, Tip's mother said to him when he got home. Did you like the castle, Dave? Did you like? So like here is stress because this is a verb. And castle, Dave, you have a address over here. You have not very much, Dave answered. The stupid people. So stupid people. This one, stupid people. Again, this is the pattern is it's a good here. The stupid is a yam. Stress, unstress, P stress and unstress, bill it to near to the railway station, to the railway. So this is the humorous aspect of the story, because the castle was built 700 years ago, and of course the railway was only built in probably 200 years ago, and that's humorous. Not very much, Dave answered. The stupid people built it too near to the railway. So that's the way I think it must be stressed. Now, this one is from L.A. Hill, Elementary Stories for Reproduction, London, Oxford University Press. This is page 60. I think it must be 60 also. Conway Castle. Dave's class at school was studying English history, and one day the teacher said to them, "Well, boys, on Friday we are going to get on a bus and go to Conway. There is a beautiful castle there, and we are going to visit it." The boys were very happy when they heard this. "Now, has anybody got any questions?" the teacher asked. "How old is the castle, sir?" Dave asked. It's about 700 years old, Dave, the teacher answered. What's the name of the castle, sir? Another boy asked. Conway Castle, the teacher said. On Friday, the boys came to school at 9 o'clock and got into the bus. They visited Conway Castle and then they came back and went home. Well, Dave's mother said to him when he got home, did you like the castle, Dave? Not very much, Dave answered. The stupid people built it too near the railway. Well, that's all. Thank you very much. I hope my reading can help you read your text which you are assigned to.